I don't
You
know.
were in your lover era
1989.
without me, the love of your life. Hello and welcome back to Sassy with Miki and Kev.
I woke up at 5:30 this morning, 6 o'clock.
And you worked a solid 16 hours and you're here with us today.
So please donate, subscribe.
We don't even have a donate button.
Should we have a Venmo for me?
For Kevin's morning coffee.
Yes.
Well, if you appreciate the pod, we would really appreciate it if you rated the podcast 5 stars.
Give us 5 stars on all your different platforms. Ask your family and friends to give it 5 stars. Tell them to watch every episode.
Yeah. I read every single review and I also text them to Kevin. If you ever leave us a review, like they really do mean a lot to us. We also read every single comment that we get on our YouTube videos, and then the interactive element on Spotify where you can actually submit like the polls and the comments. I go through and read those every single week. Today's episode is super exciting because we will be recapping our experience going to the ERAS tour and just talking about our love for Taylor Swift and being fangirls, fanboys in general. I'm excited to do this talk because you and I are both going through some pretty not great personal stuff. So,
Are we talking about that today? We don't have time. Let's talk about the happy things.
Yeah, but I mean, it's been tough, like, I think just managing everything that's been going on. So the podcast truly is a fun escape for us to be able to talk about funner, lighter hearted things. I will take any excuse to like talk about Taylor Swift or talk about the Eras tour. I think I'm going to be in her top 1% of listeners this year on Spotify, which I'm super excited for. I got the thing last year. Do you remember what percentage you were in last year?
I don't think I checked.
I forget. I got the thing, but I couldn't remember exactly what the percentage was. I might have to go back and look at my screenshots, but this year I am already in top 13 because I know, like, you know how on your homepage on Spotify, you're probably not in top 13, so you don't know this, but it gives you a little banner that says you're top 13 because it's her favorite number. So we will see if I end up at the top 1%, I will update you guys. We recently went to the ERAS tour, which if you aren't familiar, Taylor Swift is on a world tour starting with her North American leg. And we're going to talk a little bit about getting the tickets, how it was going to the concert, tips for the concert if you maybe are going to the shows next week or in a different location worldwide. And also just recapping some of our favorite songs, experiences, and why I love Taylor Swift so much. I don't think I've ever been a fan of anyone the way that I am a fan of Taylor Swift. Would you agree?
Yes, maybe of me.
No. Certainly not you. Who do you think out of the two of us is the bigger Taylor Swift fan?
You recently.
Yeah.
Maybe a couple years ago, not so much.
Yeah, well, the funny thing is, like, when we first started dating, you were so into Taylor Swift, and you kept playing her songs. Like, I just remember how big of a fan you were. My first ever, like, real crush in middle school, I sent him the Vivo link to the You Belong With Me MV.
Really?
Yeah.
The one where she's wearing the glasses.
Yeah, with the Junior Jewels.
In the window.
Yeah. Isn't that cute?
Maybe.
I will never forget that. And the funny thing is that because he was my middle school crush, we never actually like spoke in real life. We only ever like messaged on, it was Google Chat. No, it was Google Chat. And then he moved away shortly after that. So
he did not belong with you.
No, I guess not.
You were never, ever getting ever together.
Or like roads crossed again, like not our two roads, but like he crossed paths with my ex-boyfriend and they got to meet and hang out, but like I never saw him again.
Miki likes to stalk what all her exes do.
He's like, not even an ex.
Did he get a raise in his job this year? Like,
if you don't stalk your ex on LinkedIn, what are you doing? Because that is some juicy hot tea.
I don't do that.
Sometimes it can really like bring like some
joy to your day. Why? Because they're doing well?
Depending on the outcome.
Okay.
I wish them the best. Do you know what your exes are doing?
Not really.
You don't know where they're employed?
Not particularly.
I don't even know what like fields they're in actually.
If you're out there listening, you can DM me what you're up to. There's so many of them out there.
Yes, all
12,000
of them.
Please provide me with an update and your return address.
Yes. What's your experience with Taylor Swift in the past? Because I know you've done some purchasing that I
used to have an Android phone, so I had like, you can do surveys and you can get like 10 cents if you fill out a survey and you can get Google Play credits.
Yes.
So I bought like the Speak Now album and pretty sure the Red album using those credits.
That is
online.
Really expensive because you literally, for some of those surveys, depending on the survey, sometimes you only make like 3 cents.
No, it's like 5-10 cents. You do like you can do like 3 or 4 of them per day. And
Which
then
Kevin was still doing these surveys when I first started dating him. Like, this is what he did in his spare time. These surveys.
Yeah, you can make like 45-50 cents like in like every 5 minutes sometimes.
So you bought her albums?
Yeah. And so in high school also I used to be a swimmer, and if you are the first person to qualify for finals, you can do a walkout song, so you can choose the song. So for one of those songs, I was able to do a walkout song for, did I tell you which song I chose?
No, you didn't.
It has to be like a hype song, and this is like...
Is it on Speak Now? Can I guess?
Yes, it's on Speak Now.
Wait.
I think it's on Speak Now.
Wait, I'm going to
I've
guess.
told you this before.
You told me this?
Yeah. It has to be
can't possibly be.
It's a song that, has, it's like,
Better Than Revenge?
Yeah.
Which
I told you
part of the song did you use for the walkout?
The beginning. Go stand in the corner and think
like,
about what you did. Da, 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 da.
I was like, these lyrics are not appropriate. At least the old version were not appropriate.
Go stand in the corner and think about what you did. Da, 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 da. Which part is not appropriate?
The mattress part. Is that not this song?
It is.
Yeah.
So?
Juicy.
That's fine.
Okay, can we go on a little tangent? Because every time I post anything remotely related to your athleticism, people are so shook. The top comments are always like, I cannot believe this man is athletic. I cannot believe Kevin is athletic.
Why? Do I not look athletic or something? Like, what's the issue?
I don't know, but for those who don't know, I'll give you an intro. Kevin is an NCAA athlete. He's a collegiate swimmer. Did you get a walkout song in college?
No, I wasn't. No.
What would you have chosen?
I don't know. I was never close enough to a position where that would have occurred.
I see. But anyway, so I was a long time.
We were both young when we first started.
Our song, Tell Me Why, Back to December, Teardrops on My Guitar.
Tell Me Why?
Yeah.
Is that a Taylor Swift song?
Yes.
It's not Tell Me Why You Have to... That's the difference.
I took a chance. I took a shot. But you might think it's bulletproof.
That's Taylor Swift?
Yes!
I think Bulletproof is another song, no?
Kevin
I thought you were
is
saying
really
like
bad.
Breakaway or
Kevin
something.
is really,
Kelly
really
Clarkson.
bad with lyrics.
Yes.
Like, it doesn't matter the artist. He doesn't know the lyrics.
Like our song? What is she saying? Slamming green doors? Or like our
Slamming
song?
screen doors.
Slamming green doors. Taking out. Talking about something. I don't know.
We keep getting on tangents, but I do have to tell you this, that I recently learned that I've been singing Cruel Summer wrong this entire time.
Isn't the whole song literally like Cruel
So there's
Summer?
a part where she goes like, I thought she was saying, he looks so pretty like a devil, but it's actually, I need to pull this up because I was so shook.
You're also not very good with lyrics, but you're just a little bit better than me.
Bad. He looks up grinning like a devil.
He looks up grinning like a devil.
I thought it was he looks so pretty like a devil.
That's pretty close. That's good enough for me.
Nah. I screamed it wrong at the ERAS tour. So I'm sorry, Miss Swift. I did you wrong. But
yeah.
Anyways, let's talk about growing up Asian American and going to experiences like concerts. What was your experience?
I never went to any concerts.
Me either. The only concert I ever went to as a kid was the Jonas Brothers it was Shoreline Amphitheater in Mountain View, which is this like small place, which is like all outside. This is before the Jonas Brothers were like actually that famous. So I got $10 nosebleeds and I went with my middle school classmate. But I feel like concerts in general are just really expensive. Not just the ticket. The ticket is already so expensive, but so is like the parking. Asian parents hate sitting in traffic and like doing that entire experience. So I feel like I never wanted to go to concerts. It wasn't until like I grew up and I was like, okay, I have my own money now. Like I can decide if I want to go to something like this. Did you feel the same? I
just didn't really go to it and just listen to music at home, and that was fine.
Yeah, I would just watch them on YouTube and be like, okay, like this is the song I'm going to listen to live. And then I would look those up. But the ERAS tour is the first concert ticket that I have ever purchased, like with my own adult money. And I basically just logged into Ticketmaster.
We had the pre-sale or the verified fan sale.
Yeah, we both had pre-sale. We both had verified fan. I ended up using my account and I just logged in and I clicked 4 seats and they checked out. I was a little stressed, so I didn't have time to... Like, there were floor seats and stuff available, but I was worried...
We didn't think about it too much.
Yeah, I was worried that I would be too short and that I couldn't see if the people in front of me were tall. So I was just like, okay, let me get like lower bowl. I think that's my ideal price range too. So I think the tickets ended up being around 300.
It was 380 or 400
or something per person. And then we went to the Seattle Night 1 show at Lumen Field. What was your experience like?
It was pretty good. I would say the acoustics were not.
We had a little bit of sound issues that night.
Yeah, but I think the experience it's very well put together. It's like a Super Bowl halftime show for 3.5 hours, right? Like everything is very well done.
It is the most insane experience. Like, never have I ever seen a concert where you stand for the entire concert. There's not a single second where you can sit down except when she's doing her costume changes.
And it's like weird because it's at the football stadium, right? Normally when you go to a football game, it may be full, but people aren't cheering all the time and not usually for one person. They're cheering for 2 teams and like multiple people per team. So it's not always action, right?
Yeah, you're not cheering all the time.
Yeah, you're not singing. Like, there's like people like crying like next to you, like grown men and old ladies and young girls, like from age 12 to age 50.
Yeah.
Right? Like, so the 50-year-olds were like 30 something when she first started. And now the 10, 12-year-olds are listening to all the stuff. So it's quite an experience.
And there are so few artists where even if you aren't the biggest fan of Taylor Swift, you know the lyrics to her songs and
like,
you know.
She has so many hits. It's like so crazy. Like, you know, like some people only have like one hit. You're like,
yeah.
Like, you remember like Rebecca Black or whatever, Friday? Like, that's the only song you know. Or like Rick Astley, like Never Gonna Give You Up. Like, they're known for one song. Maybe like 10 years ago, she was known for just You Belong With Me. But now she has so many hits.
She has like a million hits. Yeah. It really was such an incredible experience. I can't believe she put on a show for 4 solid hours, nonstop singing. And she was not, I mean, there's backtracks, but she was singing the whole time. She was performing. And
not one seat was empty. Like, you look at the entire stadium, every single seat completely full. I've never seen that before.
Yeah. The vibes were just so good. I ended up losing my voice because I was screaming.
Well,
the entire
Miki
night.
At the beginning, we were having a little bit of a kerfuffle because I was just trying to find her seat and I let go of Miki's hand and she doesn't do well in big crowd situations.
No, you left. Like, I couldn't even see you.
I was trying to get to our seat.
Where are you going?
I was just trying to get to our seat and you thought I left you.
Yeah, because I was left alone. Like, you had like gone off on your own. I'm like, where am I even going?
I was
like,
not going off on my own. I was trying to find her seats.
It was this whole situation.
I was flustered because we went the wrong way.
But as soon as the concert started, like, we were good. The crazy thing about Taylor Swift is that she is so beautiful. And I mean, you know she's pretty, but when you see her in real life, the words could not come out of my mouth because she is just so much more beautiful in real life. It's hard to actually believe that she's like a real person. Did you feel that way when you saw her?
No.
Like, she's actually so hot. Like, vigilante shit, like, that was a performance. I constantly watch that performance on TikTok every single day. And Kevin performed that dance for me at home.
I'm not very good at it.
Should we release that footage?
It's okay.
Or is that for the vault?
I think that one is for the vault and never coming out again.
So, yeah, I guess our biggest tips for the ERAS tour, if you are attending, what would you say?
Don't line up in random lines you don't know where they lead to.
Yes. So, for example, the merch line. If you have somebody who is willing to go buy merch during maybe a song that you don't like as much, then there's no line during the actual concert. So
there's lines in certain aspects. Like I think there was a line during Evermore at the middle, like first hour.
The more popular the albums are, the shorter the line. Yeah. So Kevin ended up going during All Too Well, and he left at the beginning of All Too Well, and he was back before the second chorus. So
Yeah, but I also think that there's more than one stand, right? And then their volume of stock is different, so you should keep an eye out when you're walking around first what places have what and available. Which this might change when go to LA. They might be more or less merch.
Yeah.
So keep your eyes peeled.
Other tips are to wear comfortable shoes. You will, in fact, be standing for the entire 4 hours, so definitely come comfortable. It does get chilly at night, so even if it's hot during the day, definitely bring a sweater or buy merch, either way.
And then also, you look in the stadium rules about what you can bring or not bring into the stadium. There should be a specifics related to the Taylor Swift concert, but our stadium, they let us bring in water or anything in a clear 1 gallon Ziploc or 12 inch by 12 inch container, so you can bring like your little food or any of your own personal belongings there that you can, and you can save some money that way from having to purchase $5 water, so you can still be economical.
We both did end up getting some merch, which honestly, I really wanted the beige hoodie. I knew that, but I wasn't sure if I was going to get more. And when you're there, it's so hype. I wanted to buy every single piece of merch.
And she didn't even look at the stuff. Like, Miki didn't even go to the merch stand. Like, if she went there, she would have gone crazy. Because we just pulled it up on our phones and be like, I want this. I want that.
Yes, exactly. But it was so worth it, and I wear that merch more often than I would like to admit. Like, I wear it every morning walking the dog. So if you see a lady walking around in ERAS Tour merch in the morning, it's me.
Are you wearing mine or yours? Or is they both yours now?
I'm wearing mine.
The extra small versus small one?
The extra small.
They're all like a oversized or men's sizes, right?
They are all pretty oversized. If you want to know the sizing on them, I did a try-on haul for extra small, small, and medium, and they are up on my TikTok and also my YouTube channel, so feel free to look those up if you're curious. You guys already know that we love Coffee Meets Bagel. We've talked about them a ton on the show because they are serious about dating. So serious that if you sign up for the app and say you're looking for a casual relationship, the app recommends you check out a different app because this one is for the real ones. Over 91% of daters on Coffee Meets Bagel are looking for a serious relationship. Especially for people like us, our schedules are super demanding and we don't want to waste time if the other person is not looking for something real. That's why we love Coffee Meets Bagel. It's so much more intentional with profile questions that actually matter for building a long-term relationship. They curate a set of profiles every day at noon with personalized matches so you can spend less time swiping and more time connecting. We've teamed up with Coffee Meets Bagel to bring you 1 month of Coffee Meets Bagel Premium to make it even easier for you to find a serious relationship. To redeem the offer on Android, use Miki and Kev in the Coffee Meets Bagel app. On iOS, use Miki and Kev via the link provided in the video/podcast description. Okay, now we're going to talk about our top 3 favorite Taylor Swift songs of all time, not just right now, all time.
Okay, let me write them down first. Give me like, do you already have yours written down?
I have mine written down. Should I go first?
No, let's compare. Like, let's share our third one, and then like we'll have to fight to the death for it. Let me think.
I have to rank them.
Say you're one of them, and I'll say one of mine, and we have to fight to say which one's better.
Okay, but I'm unable to rank within the 3. Like, they all mean different things.
Yeah, no,
to me.
but you say one, and I say one, and we have to say which ones.
Okay, I think we might have one overlap.
I gotta think about it a little bit. I know I have one.
I would say out of all of the songs she sang at the concert, the songs that surprised me the most.
Wait, are you talking about her songs overall? All songs.
Yeah.
Not just the song she sang.
No, I'm just trying to fill the time while you're looking up your
What
stuff.
was your favorite song that she sang, though? Is that part of your thing?
My favorite song that she sang... it's hard to pick just one, but okay, so Enchanted was really special for me because that is a song that I love to death, and I wasn't sure if I was ever going to be able to hear it live because usually you tour only one album and you sing like some songs here and there, but I just wasn't sure. And when the set list dropped, when she went to Arizona and I realized that it was on the set list, I was so happy.
Long Live?
Enchanted, but also Long Live was so epic, and the Koi Fish guitar, very, very cool. Reputation is one of my favorite albums, so all of those songs were complete bops. And Love Karma, Cruel Summer. I have to admit that when Folklore and Evermore first came out, I hated those albums. But the reason that I hated those albums, hear me out, is because I'm a little younger than Taylor Swift, and I feel like I go through my life stages a little bit later than she does. And so the beauty of that is that I get to have that music ready for me when I hit that time in my life. And I just wasn't mature enough to
So you're
listen.
5 years behind, you're saying?
Yeah, so I just wasn't mature enough to listen to Folklore or Evermore. And, you know, I've listened to those songs a handful of times, and there are a couple that I do like on those albums, but it was never my favorite albums. And after going to the ERAS tour, I feel like I listened to her sing Betty live.
I really like Betty, but she also sang Betty at the Oscars.
I love Betty. Now I listen to it every morning.
What is it about?
It's the teenage
Which
love
one is
triangle.
Betty? Is Betty the one that's not the main lady or the side lady?
So there's Betty, there's Cardigan, and then there is
August.
August. Okay, so Betty is a song that the boy sings to his main chick. Okay, and the main chick is the girl who sings Cardigan, and August is the side chick. Does that make sense?
I don't listen to the lyrics that closely enough to understand what's going on, which is probably why you will see why my favorite songs are the ones I know the lyrics
Dear
to.
God. All right,
That's
okay.
a song too.
It's Dear John, not Dear God.
Same thing.
Okay, ready? Top
Okay.
3 favorite songs.
Okay.
Okay, share one of yours.
15.
Your songs are all gonna be from Speak Now and Fearless.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, that makes sense. You do sing that song a lot. You also sing 22 a lot.
I like the number ones. Is she gonna do like a 28 or 32 or something?
Oh God, Kevin's like, could I have one for my 30th birthday?
The meaning is very easy. It's like, because when you're 15, somebody tells you they love you, you're gonna believe them. That's a very
Did
strong
somebody
message.
tell you they loved you when you were 15?
Probably. They told me when I was 20, and they told me when I was 25. Was it true? Maybe, I don't know. It's a very innocent song. Innocent, that's another song from that album.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. I like that song. Wouldn't make it into my top 20, but it's a cute song.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Enchanted.
Oh, okay. Speak Now. That's it.
I-
So who started singing that? I'm pretty sure I sang that
Kevin.
song out loud while we first started dating in your car.
I was so annoyed. You made me hate that song because
There I was
I-
again tonight.
I didn't even know you were
forcing
singing Enchanted
laughter,
because
sick
first of
and
all,
smile.
you weren't even singing it like
Same old tired.
the lyrics were all wrong, and you were only singing the beginning portion and you weren't singing the chorus. The thing that really ignited my love for Enchanted again was actually hearing it on TikTok over the movie Love, Rosie, which is a story about basically like right person, wrong time. They keep like missing each other. Like they keep getting with other people.
Who is Enchanted about? The actual song.
It's about the guy from Owl City.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
And then she sings like, please don't be in love with someone else.
Please don't.
And then he actually responds in another song to her. And
Oh,
she never
wow.
responded. I think she said it gave her the ick or something.
Oh my God.
Anyways, Enchanted is very special to me because I feel like it just encapsulates like the teenage like young love vibes, you know?
It's a very pop song, but it has a very slow, like princessy like tune. You know what I mean?
It's like Disney princess vibes.
Yeah.
But I love Taylor's version. You can hear her voice sound a lot more mature, and I think that's really, really amazing to have
I
that
was
re-recorded.
enchanted to
Okay,
meet
number 2.
you.
Go ahead.
Fearless.
Of course, Fearless.
What's with this?
Fearless.
There's
not gonna do the
something
finger heart
about
with me?
the way the street looks when it's just rain. See, I grew up in Seattle. It's like so perfect.
One of the most insane moments of the tour was everyone doing their finger hearts during
Except me.
Fearless. So cool. Like 70,000 people, every single person doing the finger heart.
You know what I thought was cool? When in the beginning she just pointed and people would scream where she pointed.
Yeah.
And it was like, there! And then everyone screamed over there. Like she had so much control.
That's
and she
just
was
how
having
powerful
fun.
she is, you know?
Yeah. You know what I told Mickey when she was like, hey, Mickey, this is like 70,000 people, right? Remember when you get a YouTube video that has 70,000 views? That's like pretty good, but like not like banging or like a, right? Like,
It's not a banger.
but
yeah.
I'm like, look at how many people 70,000 people is.
Yeah.
It's insane.
It really
right?
put life into perspective. Like, if you ever post a video and you feel like it flops, remember that 70,000 people fills a whole stadium. So to, honestly, even to get like 100 people, like, that's really
Yeah,
impressive.
to get like 10,000 views or something.
Yeah.
To get 70,000 views is crazy.
Okay.
All right. So I said my second, Fearless. What is your?
Call it what you want.
Really?
Yeah.
That's in Reputation, right?
It is Reputation. I'm currently in my Reputation era. What
This is
era
like-
are you in right now?
I'm always in Taylor Swift Speak Now.
Oh, God. Kevin doesn't have a... Did you ever have a Reputation era?
No, I had 1989 Lover era. I like Lover. Like
When did you have your Lover era?
I don't know. Probably when Lover came out. I actually liked those two. I think.
When did Lover come out again?
I don't know, like 20, like right when I started probably before I started med school.
Because you had Lover era without me.
I don't
You
know.
were in your Lover era
1989
without me,
what
the
did it-
love of your life.
1989 came out in like what 2014.
Wait, I'm sorry. We need to go back to that. You had your Lover era without me?
I don't know.
What were you having your love? You were
Actually-
having your Lover era with that girlfriend?
No, I'm pretty sure it might have been with you. Remember when I was used to sing Lover, like when we first started dating? I would just like sing Lover, like no.
No, you only sang Speak Now songs and Fearless.
I mean, those are the only songs I know.
Anyways, Call It What You Want is one of my favorite songs. If you...
No, Lover came out in 2019. It was definitely with you.
we had not met in 2019, sir.
Well, I didn't really listen to it before. Like, definitely, like, when we first met. That was when I was listening to Lover.
Ew.
Well, because there's nothing after that. There's Evermore and Folklore in 2020. But 1989, I definitely listened to in college.
Why'd you say it wasn't me then?
Well, because you didn't like me singing Lover stuff. You'd be like, I would just sing, like, Lover, and then, like, extend that note long, and you'd be like, stop it. That's probably why you didn't like her when we first started dating. Like, this man won't stop saying.
No. Don't put words in my mouth. I didn't not like Taylor Swift. I didn't
Like
like
me
you singing Taylor Swift.
Yes.
But actually, hot take, Lover is not one of my favorite songs on the Lover album, just because it's so overplayed that I feel like...
You just like Cruel Summer.
No, I like False God. I like Cruel Summer.
You like Archer.
Yeah, Miss
You don't-
Americana.
You don't like Miss Americana.
I love Miss Americana.
I like Death by a Thousand Cuts.
Oh, Paper Rings. There's so many bops on Lover.
It's nice to have a friend. That one's weird.
There's so many bops on Lover that I feel like Lover itself is okay.
Do you know what song you don't like though?
What?
Me.
You know, it's actually grown on me, and I feel like if she sang it acoustic, it'd actually. Be really good.
So you
But
want to?
what? You keep cutting me off. You don't let me talk about my second favorite song.
Okay, call it what you want.
Yeah.
Call it what you want.
Call It What You Want is on Reputation. If you haven't listened to it, you must. I don't even know if I don't know if it's considered a bridge. Like, it's like a pre-chorus, basically. Is one of my absolute favorites that she has ever written. And if you get to watch the Reputation documentary, watching her write that song and unfortunately play it to Joe Alwyn is one of the most like immaculate things. And like, you know, she's just playing it on a guitar. She's having fun. Some of the notes are like a tiny bit off because she's just like singing and laughing. And it's just the most adorable thing. Do you know what part I love so much? So there's a part where she sings,
My something. No, what's part? My.
and I know I make the same mistakes every time. Bridges burned, I never learn. I feel like that's me. Bridges burned, I never learn. But at least I did one thing right. That's you. You're my one thing I did right.
Yay!
And then she sings, I'm laughing with my lover, making forts undercovers, which I feel like is something we did in
Making forts,
quarantine.
undercovers.
Right? Like we
We
did
did
like all the fun
everything.
things that like kids
So it's about
do.
me.
Less about you and more about me, I think. I'm joking. It's about us. But you were my
Anyways.
one thing I did right. And I find a lot of peace knowing that even when things are hard, like at least I did one thing right.
Thank you. Me too.
Yeah. Okay, what's your third song?
My favorite song was played during the album, during the tour. You
Uh-huh.
Belong With Me.
Yeah, it's a good song. I love that song.
Yeah, it's like
It's
the only
so
song I
cute.
know the lyrics. The music video is so cute. If you
It's-
guys haven't watched
It's my
the
favorite music video. I have to give it
I think
that.
as a nerdy high school kid, it's probably the cutest. It's like the premise is that Taylor Swift is a nerdy girl, and
she's also
that's
the
her-
hot girl.
Yeah, but no one knew she was the hot girl, and then no, she
No,
was
no,
the
she
hot
plays
played
the
both
hot girl,
one,
yeah.
but at the end the nerdy one takes off her glasses and becomes the hot one too, right?
Yes,
And then she
yes.
finds the right man who is it looks like some dude like Cody Simpson or something. Like it's some blonde kid with like
The Bieber cut
Bieber cut back then.
Yeah.
But like like
I have to
everybody
second that.
everybody in the world knows, like, if you're not a Taylor Swift fan, you know the lyrics to this song.
Yeah.
It's like her first hit. Like I remember listening to it literally in middle school, like, or elementary school, like
Yep,
literally when
I
it
was
came,
in 7th grade.
Or
No,
when-
6th grade, sending it to my
Everybody-
high school or middle school boy.
Yeah, like was it 2008, 2009 or something? Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody was singing that song. Yeah.
And my third and final in my top 3 is a song that I really, really, really wanted her to sing as a surprise song. And not only did she not sing it on my night, she sang it
Two tour
dates later, which broke my heart.
But she was practicing. Does it give you peace of mind that she was probably practicing it while our tour date was going on? Or?
Well, I think the theory, so the song is called Right Where You Left Me, and she says it's one of the wordiest songs she's written, and she was practicing it for months before singing it on tour because she has never gotten the lyrics 100% correct because it's just so wordy. And she ended up singing it Santa Clara Night 1, which people theorize is because Santa Clara is an hour away from Big Sur. And I don't think Kevin is into the entire...
I don't think this is like very deep theorizing.
Do you understand the significance of Big Sur?
Is it where Joe was from or something? Or
No, so Big Sur, Taylor and Carly Kloss went on a trip to Big Sur, and people kept theorizing that she would sing Right Where You Left Me on August 3rd. August 3rd is Carly Kloss's birthday,
That's
but
tomorrow.
she ended up not singing it. Then she sang it on Santa Clara Night 1, which is also an hour away from Big Sur. But long story short, there's a lot of theories out there on what happened between the two of them. But what we do know from the public is that the two of them were very, very, very close friends, maybe even more than friends, based on what you believe with the theories and the things out there. But long story short, which is also a song that I
you've
love.
said that multiple times.
Yeah,
yes.
she did not sing it on my night, so I was very sad.
You could probably just talk in Taylor Swift lyrics, or
I would
like-
definitely talk in Taylor Swift lyrics.
it's probably easier for you to speak that and then speak Chinese, to be
For
honest.
all major announcements in my life, I will be using Taylor Swift lyrics.
People throw rocks at things that shine.
Yeah.
Right where you left me.
I'm trying to think of some savage ones, but I can't think of anything right now.
Don't play.
Play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. That's one of Kevin's favorite things to
Yes.
say to
I will say it like at work, or it'll be like if someone's doing something stupid, I'll be like, hey, if you play stupid games, you'll win stupid prizes.
Really? Is that what you say to them?
Like the interns.
That's so funny.
Do you think I just have to write some stuff down? Yeah.
Okay, and then current 3 favorites.
Current 3 favorites?
Yeah, do you have any off the top of your head?
Right now, I've been listening to Betty in the morning.
Me too.
It's
Are
like
we
a nice-
connected.
No, it's probably because you're listening to it too. It's like,
Probably.
and then apparently, remember when I did the thing? My favorite album is Reputation because Mickey probably just plays using my
Reputation on
Spotify.
yours.
Um,
What's your favorite rap song?
I have to look at the options I have. This is very
Endgame.
difficult.
Look what you made me.
No.
Oh no! It's Why is the name escaping me?
Style?
No, it's
Is that
that
even
song.
on that?
Don't blame me.
Yeah, probably. This is how I like that song now because she played that for us. This is why we can't have nice things.
My current 3 faves have to be Betty. I think the story is so cute. It's just such a lyrical masterpiece. It's like actually immaculate. Dancing with Her Hands Tied. Love that. I love the acoustic version that she sang on the rep tour. And then finally, Evermore.
Really?
Of all songs, I've been blasting Evermore because so that song has Bon Iver in it, but he is in that song, and don't get me wrong, I love the version with him in it, but when I heard Taylor sing actually all on her own, she sang like the bridge, the chorus, like everything was just her. There was nobody else. I need her to record that in studio immediately because
There's some albums on Spotify where it's like her live songs. Like I like those
you know what
ones.
song I actually low-key love on Spotify?
What, some remix or something?
No, it's her singing the cover of September. Like, it's actually such a cute song.
The original September is like some random like music group from the 60s or 50s or something.
That song is so popular,
Do
babe.
you remember?
But I love that song. And we recently learned that she actually changed the dates on that song, which I didn't realize. Kevin was like, wait, the dates are different.
Yeah.
Because apparently it was her anniversary. I thought that was really cute. And her covers are just so good. It's always fun listening to an artist sing songs that are not theirs.
I like the ones, like BBC does their like live studio recording stuff by other artists. Those are fun because I think it just shows like the true. Also, there's like some ASMR, like it's like you can hear the actual person singing rather than it's like a less highly produced version.
Her Grammy Museum performances are pretty immaculate. Her Blank Space performance.
Maybe less dancing, more singing.
I mean, she's so musically and lyrically talented, but when you hear her play them acoustic, like everything stands out so much more. Even if you don't like Taylor Swift, you can't help but respect her because she is so good at what she does.
Yeah, and she's gotten better over the years, which is like something that you have to respect, right? Like she's got so much fame, like she doesn't need to be doing this.
Yeah, she could not work a single day in her life and be fine.
She genuinely enjoys, and which is something I admire because I think for me in my own work, sometimes lose grasp of that, right?
Yeah. Well, and I think she has never lost sight of like who she is at the end of the day. She's a musician first, and that's always her priority. You see a lot of celebrities then start to branch out to like, oh, let me start a XYZ
makeup company or
something.
like something with passive income or something.
Right, and that's not to say, I mean, she has merch, she had a fragrance, whatever, but like her main focus has always and always will be music, and I think that's something I deeply admire. She always treats her fans with the utmost respect. She treats her employees well. She just gave her truckers, which if you didn't know this, Taylor Swift gave each of her truck drivers at least a $100K bonus.
Well, they're like done, right? Because they're like have to fly places now.
Yeah, they're done with the North American leg, so the trucks are done. But every truck driver got at least $100K in a bonus.
Yeah, I mean, she's making a lot of money too, but she doesn't have to be doing these donations.
But she doesn't have to give away her money, right? Like, that's still an active choice, and I think that's very respectable.
Yeah, I'm interested in what kind of doctor she has on staff to be able to keep up with what she's doing.
Kevin's interested in the
gig. If you want to hire me, I don't know how I can help, but I'd be happy to help.
I'm sure there are so many people out there who love Taylor just as much as I did. And so I know this episode probably doesn't appeal to every single person, but it's something that makes me so happy. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. Thank you for listening in, and we will see you guys next week.
Bye-bye.